You're welcome to my kitchen tour. We moved into this house sometimes last year, and I've been putting bits and pieces here and there gradually together to make it a more functional space. So it's been a gradual process, but I think I'm in a space where, yeah, I'm fine. If you're new here, my name is Kemi Omorugbe. You're welcome to my channel. Please do well to subscribe. If you enjoy watching this video, give it a thumbs up. Thank you very much. Let's move straight into my realistic yet functional kitchen tour. I'll also be using this opportunity to show you guys some small items I use here and there in the kitchen, and to also tell you the prices. If I remember them, I promise I will let you know. So let's do this. So this is where you usually come in through. This kitchen is small. It is almost square shape. Initially, the design was to have a square shape kitchen, and the kitchen was supposed to end here, while the store door, the pantry door, will be here. But during the construction process, I noticed that the kitchen was very small, so we informed the builders to make adjustments for this little extension right here. This was one of the best decisions we made, because this place would have been super small. So this door leads into the pantry. Here is my favorite part of this kitchen actually. Okay, I raised my camera up a little bit so that you can see it properly. What do we have here? Like I've mentioned for the opt-in time, this is actually a small kitchen and I don't have so much counter spaces. So this is one of the spaces I have that I can work with. And here I actually like to make breakfast here. I don't really do so much of cooking this place because I don't want it wet, I don't want it soiled, I just want to preserve here. So it is hard for me to work on this corner, right? So I actually assigned this corner to handle some electronics, just maybe 2 or 3 that I am currently using. I store up the rest away from the countertop so that we won't have too much clutter here. So right now I have my food processor here. I have been using this quite often, and also this Hisense. I'll also be telling you guys where we got them and the prices. I have this Hisense air fryer right here. Every time I want to fry, this is what I use. This is not sponsored, but Fuani stocks up on brands like Maxi. I think they own Maxi. They stock up on Hisense and LG. Those are the 3 major ones. So anytime I want to get any electronics from either one of these brands, Fuani is my go-to place, because they have direct relationship with the producers and you are sure of the quality. So I don't like to get things that will be giving me trouble. I just go to Fuani. As at when we got this house wasn't even completed. That's the air fryer. We went to get our ACs then, and I just felt like we should buy it and keep it. And I think it was around 57,000 naira thereabout. I know it will be way costlier now. You can also check their website for the current prices. This Maxi food processor, I got it for 74,000 naira. Still, no, from a supermarket, but on the label you have Fuani, and it was the same price with what you have at Fuani. Because it's so funny, guys, I wanted to buy this thing at Fuani. I checked on their website, I saw the prices, then I decided, okay, let me not buy it now. So let me use this money for something else. But that same day I went to a supermarket to buy something else, and I saw it there, the same price. I'm like, this is a sign you should get this. But I'm glad I got it when I did. Here also I have my microwave oven, and as at the time we got this, it was around 120,000 naira, still from Fuani. This here, they are still empty. Okay, I think I have my sandwich maker here. Can't remember where I got. Okay, I got it from Stop to Shop supermarket. It is actually a 3-in-1 sandwich maker. Sorry guys. So you can make sandwich, you can make your waffles, and you can also use it to grill. You just have to change the plate. I think I showed you guys when I bought it. So here there is nothing much happening here. It is just, this is our breakfast corner, like I said. So I have beverages here. It is just easy for me to stand here, make breakfast, pick whatever I want to pick here, and you know, drop it here. So next to our microwave and the rest here is this. This is also one of the things I'm glad I created when I was designing this kitchen, because I actually designed this kitchen myself. I created a sketch of it. I love that there's this open space for me to drop flowers. It is not done yet, but right now this is what I have. This is my small mortar and pestle here. I just feel like it is a nice, apart from its functionality, it can also be a nice decorative piece. I got this from AliExpress. I can't remember how much it was. While this plate was a set, it was in a set with this particular one. Okay, and also it has there's another one up in that corner. I don't know if you can see it. I can't reach out to it right now. So they came in a set. It was part of our wedding gift, so I just place it here. I use it once in a while on the topmost part there, I just have glass cups. What I have here, mostly they are transparent, because I feel transparent things make you feel like the space is empty. It has a way of giving the illusion that there is more space. Up here I have some things I don't use too often. This veggie slicer, I think I showed you guys an unboxing video. I use this actually. I got it at Stop to Shop supermarket, and I got it at 20,000 naira. That was last year, December, thereabouts. I find it very functional. I use it mainly when I'm processing vegetables in bulk. Okay, when I'm just doing maybe 2-3 pieces of carrots, you don't need it. Somebody said if it takes you longer to wash a tool than what am I trying to say? Somebody once said if it takes you longer to wash a particular tool than it will for you to use it. Something like that, yeah. If it takes more energy for you to wash it. Okay, I don't know what I'm saying. Anyways, when I'm sliding small pieces of vegetables, I just use my chopping board, but you know, sometimes I want to have mixed veggies stored up in the freezer, and this comes in very handy, especially for my carrots. Another tool which I have here, I think I've only used this a couple of times. It is still quite new. I think there is the metal one, and I think that one will be stronger. This is supposed to be a potato chipper. It's actually a potato chipper, and it does the job. I think for Irish potatoes, yes, it does the job for Irish potatoes. For sweet potatoes, you can't do the raw one. Maybe you boil your potatoes a little bit, then use this. But just the raw sweet potatoes, it can't handle it. But I guess this will also work for carrots. I haven't tried it. And also for your peppers, I haven't tried it either. So I don't use this quite often. And since I got this and it could do what this can do as part of its function, I just didn't use this. I've not used it so far. Actually, if you're in Benin City and you won't mind having this, let me know in the comment section. Okay, another thing which I wanted to show you guys from up there, I'm sweating already, is this manual juicer. I don't have an electric juicer, so whenever I want to make juices, this is what I use. I bought this during lockdown in 2020 or 2021, I think 2020, and it was quite cheap. Honestly, I can't remember how much. I think it was less than 5,000 naira then. I don't know how much it is right now. It does the function, but I'm not sure you can compare it with an electric juicer. I have never used an electric juicer, so but it's quite functional for me. Welcome back to the ground level. I recently dropped this kettle here. It was a gift for my husband. I realized I was reaching out for it a lot more often. Right here also, I have just this little mini flower here that I got from AliExpress, and this is a candle here. My dishwasher, I bought this from AliExpress as well. It came with this tray, just so that when I'm doing my dishes, I can easily reach out to this, and I feel like it also looks aesthetically pleasing, so it's also a piece of decor, kind of. For context purpose, this is still the microwave. Right under the microwave, I have this drawer which I put some beverages that I haven't opened that I know I will reach out for soon. Let's come down here. In here, I have some electronics. I told you that the countertop, I only drop the things I know I am using currently. Okay, for example, I have parts of the sandwich maker, and also just this little stuff that came with the microwave. Then I also have my blender right there, the blender that came with the food processor. I have the blender cup in here because I don't need it right now. This is my hand mixer. I showed you guys an unboxing video of this. If you want to see that video, I'll link it up above and in the description box. It's a Kenwood hand mixer with a stand. I bought this at Stop to Shop supermarket. As at the time I bought it for 31,000 naira, and that was just last year. A few weeks after I bought it, I went back there and they had increased the price to 70,000 naira. Just few weeks, not up to a month, guys. I think they made a mistake of leaving it at 31,000 naira for some months because I was eyeing it for quite a while before I eventually bought it. Here, it is not really a beautiful sight for the eyes, but then I have some things I'm not using right now. It's just some random stuff. In here, which is the lowest drawer on this side of the kitchen, I have my baking stuff. I haven't baked in a while, but I used to be a baker. So I have all these items that I don't want to let go of because I know that one day I will have the drive to bake and I may get back into the groove. So I just have my measuring cups, my, what do they call these? Meat pie stuff in different sizes, smoothener. Okay, so that's it. Right here, I have my sink and the window. Plenty of air comes in through this window and it's just amazing, especially when you leave the main door open. It gives it some kind of cross ventilation. There's nothing exceptional about the sink. It is just a regular double sink. I like how wide this type of sinks are. On to the side here, I have this plate rack. I just wanted something simple that I can drain my plates in before taking it to the cabinet, but I don't leave this here all the time. I feel like it creates a kind of clutter that my eyes doesn't like to see, so I bring it here whenever I want to do the dishes. I drain the dishes here, especially the flat round ones that can stay here, and the spoons here. I got this rack at Stop to Shop at 6,000 naira a while back. That was last year, right? I think so. So yeah, inexpensive and functional. Next to the kitchen sink, there's just a tiny space here to separate them. I have this Polystar gas cooker here. It is a 5-burner cooker. The surface is made of glass. I got this at, I can't remember the exact name, but it is a Temoku warehouse somewhere in Sapele Road in Benin City here. And as at the time we got this, it was 105,000 naira. We got this when we were constructing this kitchen and we fitted it in. Immediately, the kitchen cabinet was done. I really don't know the difference between a range hood and an extractor. I think they are both the same. Please correct me if I'm wrong, because they are all to extract smoke, right? But I know that when I was saying extractor, as at the time of buying this, they kept saying range hood. Some would say cooker hood. So this is a range hood slash cooker hood slash heat or smoke extractor. Honestly, I haven't used this a lot, but the few times I use it, I feel like the kitchen doesn't become as hot as it would be if I wasn't using it. Plus, this kitchen has good aeration when you open this window and one of the doors. If I'm being completely honest, one of the reasons I love this range hood is the look it gives the kitchen. It gives the kitchen this modern vibe, which I really love. At this corner right here, I have one of my favorite items, which is this set of spoons and knives. Came with a chopping board behind it. So far, I haven't had any issue using it. Some people say it usually pulls out, but if it pulls out, just put glue and chuck it back. Chicken. Anyways, I got this at a market in Benin City for 28,000 naira, thereabouts. That was last year, not this year. And here I have my 2 sets of chopping boards. I was tempted to keep buying chopping board until I said enough is enough, my sister. Anyways, I have this small one. What I did was to label them so that I use each side for something different. For example, I have fruits here and I have veggies here. And for this one as well, I have pastries, which I doubt I will actually use for pastries. Then I have meat here. I wanted to use the big one for meat because I know it can be a chunk sometimes. I got this stand, I think it was around 3,500 thereabout. It just made here look more intentional. It makes it look more demure. It can actually take one more chopping board, but for now we'll make do with this one. Actually, this kitchen has two major sides, which is here, which has the window from outside, and this side, which has this other cabinet and the fridge, and then a centerpiece. Okay, let's take a look down here. I don't have much here yet. Like I said, we moved in here partially. Later this year, we plan on moving in here completely. So I still have some things in my other kitchen that I will be moving here later on. So for now, I have spaces for those things that I will be bringing in later on. But my intention is to actually declutter most of the items I have down there so that I won't, clutter the space out. Don't we like space? We like space, right? Yeah. This is my plastic dump, kind of plastic dump. In here, I just have it's just bowls I use to wash rice, wash vegetables. I have my sieves and this splatter guard here. I have quite a number of plastics here, plastic containers, my trays. This is where I have them all. Here is pretty empty. I have some cleaning items here, my sponges and the rest. And in here, I intend to put a trash can. For now, we don't have that here. Under the gas cooker is where I have my pot, my frying pans, my pot, and sometimes my kettles. I put them right here. For now, I use non-sticky pots. I intend to change that in the future, but that is what I already had. I think I bought those pots, I think 60-something thousand, but that was quite a long time ago, like 4 years ago. I just had it in my store. I wasn't using it. So when we moved here, it didn't make sense for me to go get another set of pots. This side of the kitchen, we wanted it to give easy access to the fridge. But thinking of it now, I feel like this shouldn't even be here in the first place. But when we're constructing this, this was the plan I had. But now, I would really like to move this to the top of the fridge and just make it like 2 instead of 3 and just position it to the top of the fridge so that here will be free for a frame or something else. But for now, I have these 3 cabinets here. For now, it's almost empty. I think I just have some empty cartons here, my sandwich carton, things I'm not using. This kitchen island is just the perfect size for this kitchen. It is wide enough for you to work on, and at the same time, it is not taking too much space than necessary. It is about 6 feet long and a little more than 2 feet wide. And initially, when the carpenter made this, they nailed it to the wall, and I was like, my island, you nailed it to the wall? Bring back my island. So they had to bring it back here. I don't agree. So I don't get island. For where? Anyways, I love how this makes this space look. This is actually where I do most of my work. If I'm cutting vegetables, I'm slicing pineapples. Whenever I am cooking, I use this side to put my ingredients. I have some ingredients here, and in here we have 2 stools for us, although the children use it mostly. We got this on the roadside for 10,000 naira thereabout. Although this is not comfortable and I may not recommend this. Why? Because the surface is hard, it is not cushioned. You can DIY a cushion on this. I may do that in the future, but for now, yeah, it is not very comfortable. And I also think there's something with the height. I think it makes me slouch when I sit on it, and I like to stand up straight. I'm training myself to do that, but this does not help with that at all. The children love using it a lot though. And my youngest, my baby girl, is always fighting her brothers for space on this thing. It is just 2, and many times she wants them out of the seat so that she can sit on it. I got this flower vase on AliExpress, and I also got this. If you notice, I'm just unable to tell you the prices of the things I got on AliExpress because I bought them in dollar then, and the value of the dollar has changed. I can't even remember how much in dollars I bought most of the things I got on AliExpress, but they were on discounts and they were cheap. I just got a couple of small things, including this one. We usually have sweets, any sweet mouth. For people that like sweet mouth is what I just dropped here. It gives this place a kind of vibe, does not make it look plain. Here is some orishirishi, actually my manuals, my lighter, my scissors. I just have them here. Nothing interesting to the eyes. And here I have some things I reach out for when I want to make pancake or when I want to bake. This is actually my flour in an airtight container. I have some kitchen towels here as well. I have my baking paper, then I have cling film. Yes guys, I kind of upcycled my Bama containers to get things like this. I bought this label off AliExpress. They are stickers rather, and then I use a marker pen to write on it. These ones are actually due for a change. So what I even want to do next is to get round stickers instead of this shape. So if you already have some things, some containers you can upcycle. I love those aesthetically pleasing ones, but I just feel like are we not too wasteful as a race that we can upcycle things like this? Anyways, I love them, by the way, those aesthetically looking containers, but for now that's what I use. And down here I have this is my cloth sieve for pap and the likes, and I have my Ziploc bags here, 2 sizes of Ziploc bags, some straws. This is one of the straws I got for my water cup, and that's it. On this side of the kitchen island, I have my plate, set of spoon here, some cups. I actually DIY'd this rack, both this one and this one below here. They were both parts of our old plate rack. The wood on that rack went bad, so what I did was to unscrew these from the rack. I disposed the wooden part of the rack, and that's what you just have here. Although this is plain and you don't want water draining here, that's why I have a drain so that I can drain the plate before bringing it here. I also have these paper cabinet liners that I'll be placing here. I haven't done this side of the cabinet. Last but not the least, my tape light. I fixed it myself. So you see why I must mention it, because I fixed this tape light myself. I was so proud of myself when I did it. Sometimes it comes off a little bit. I didn't want to drill hole and use that stuff they use in holding electrical cables. I didn't want to do that. So what I used was this double-sided tape I got on AliExpress. Look at it, it is quite thick. So I stuck it onto the wall, removed the laminate, or what is this called? There's just a piece of covering over it, removed it. So as a double-sided tape, it was able to stick to the cabinet, and then I stuck the tape light to it. I actually added tape light under this cabinet as well, but I ended up removing that one and leaving just this. And sometimes, like I said, it pulls out when the weather is very hot, I think. But what I noticed is that the part of this tape that I stuck on the wood doesn't pull out. It is the part between this tape and the tape light that keeps pulling out. So what I do is to add a little glue in between the tape light and this double-sided tape. They are tape, so it can be confusing, right? Anyways, also in this corner, I forgot to show you, I fixed this paper towel holder right here. I got this on AliExpress as well. I will try and link up the things I bought on AliExpress in my description box, so you can check it out. Yes, I'll link it up so you can check out all the prices for such items. With this, we have come to the end of this video. But before you go, just let me know that you enjoyed this video, okay? Drop a comment, please, in the comment section and give this video a thumbs up. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that. See, I wore these outfits for you guys, so how would you give me a like, okay? By the way, I made it, okay? I wore it for you guys, okay? Just to make you happy, for you to see something beautiful this morning or whenever you're watching this. That's why I wore this. Please give this video a like, okay? Thank you very much for watching. Once again, my name is Kemi Morugbe. See you in the next video. Bye.